Okay guys, welcome back. The next thing we're going to do is our trees. Now I want to start by showing you how to draw a basic tree before we draw it onto our paper. If you have an extra paper, you can use it. The first thing we do not want to do is we don't just want to draw two straight lines and a little cloud on top. Okay? We're no longer drawing trees like that. We're in 3rd grade. You can do a little better, okay? Instead, what we want to do is we want to have the line curve in and then out on both sides. This shows us that the tree is getting bigger as it goes down to the bottom. Imagine that your grass is down here, okay? Now, at the top, we want to bring our sides out because this is where our branches are going to be. And in the middle, we want to put a V. This is going to show us that we have 2 branches. Now on top of here, we are going to make our curly lines. But don't put little squiggles in the middle of them like this, okay? You want to make it nice and bushy looking. You can make a unique shape. You can make it tall, fat, however you want. And then in the middle, I'm also going to draw a couple lines. And that just makes it look a little more realistic, okay? So now, when we go to do our trees here, remember what we did last time with the lines in the middle, how they get smaller as they go to our vanishing point. It's going to be the same exact thing with our trees. My first tree is going to start right here at the bottom of my paper. I'm going to draw my lines going out like this. I can draw a little grass at the bottom if I want to. I'm going to draw my sides going out. And now I'm going to draw the parts of my tree, the leaves. Okay, so I have my tree. Next, I'm going to draw a tree a little bit closer to my vanishing point. Now, one mistake I see people make a lot is that instead of drawing their tree straight up like this, they draw their tree sideways, okay? Now, that is not the correct way to draw a tree in one-point perspective. You want to keep things straight up, because if you're walking on the side of the road, you don't see these sideways trees. Your trees are straight up and down. So next, I'm going to start drawing my next tree right about here. I'm going to start by drawing grass, just so I know where my tree is going to start. I'm going to bring my sides up, but you'll see something that happens. I can't go through this tree, so I need to pretend it goes behind the tree, right like this. I'm going to draw my V in the middle to show I have 2 branches, and then I'm going to add my top, okay? Notice this tree is a little bit smaller than my other tree. Okay? Now I'm going to continue doing the same thing. My next tree I'm going to start about here. This tree, see how it has to go through here, but it has to go behind. So I'm going to draw it behind here, like this. There's 1 branch, 2 branches. Notice how it's a lot smaller than the other ones. And then I'm going to draw it behind like this, okay? I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to draw another one right here. It's going to be a lot smaller. See tree number 4? I'm going to draw another one. Once you get the hang of it, it becomes a lot easier. And if you'd rather practice this on a different paper, you can do that. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trees. I'm going to draw a tiny little tree back here. I'm going to draw another even tinier tree. Look how small my trees are getting. You can barely see them. And 1 more super tiny little tree. Wow, how many trees do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little trees, okay? So once you're done the tree part, if you want to trace them with a marker and color them in, you're welcome to do so. Next week, we're going to learn how to do the buildings on the other side to create our city. Also, if you want to challenge yourself to draw some little cars on your road or little people walking down your street, you can do that. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks how to do that in about 2 weeks, okay? So Have fun with this. If you need help, let me know.